The worker shortage that's plaguing much of America has spilled over and into the church pew. Churches like this one, Atonement Lutheran in Billings, are struggling to find pastors, and that may mean big changes to the future of traditional church models. Sunday morning services are pretty predictable in most churches, or at least that was the case up until the pandemic.
There's always a little bit of suspense. We're never sure who's going to be here to lead us.
A worker shortage affecting so many industries is now seeping into religious life. Atonement Lutheran in the Billings Heights is one of a growing number of churches experiencing a pastor shortage.
Nationwide, there are at least 600 full-time positions open in the ELCA.
Here in Montana, there are 35 openings in the ELCA, or the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, and that's forced churches to change the way they've always done things. At Atonement Lutheran, guest pastors are now leading Sunday services. Pastors like Tyler, who's actually Methodist.
There's just people that are burned out, stepping out of ministry. There's not as many people to replace them.
Tyler believes the pandemic took a huge toll on pastors. He says there are less people stepping into ministry, and many are leaving religious life to serve their communities in other ways. In fact, Tyler is actually the executive director of Big Sky Senior Services. He's not a full-time pastor.
A lot of pastors feel like the need to be in the community more.
Butch Morse is on the committee searching for a permanent pastor.
Right now it's difficult to move a pastor because the cost of moving and expenses and stuff is quite high.
Many here believe the future of a traditional church model might have to change to keep up with the shortage.
So for me, the foreseeable solution is churches are going to need to look at different models of having pastors.
Churches may end up reimagining what their ministry looks like. They may combine forces with another small church.
And though Atonement Lutheran has been creative with their adjustments, it's definitely been difficult.
Although we have pulled together really beautifully as a church community and the volunteers have been wonderful, there's this added layer of anxiety when we don't have a pastor.
It is not easy, and it takes time, and everybody has to be patient.
In Billings, Alina Howder, MTN News.